power. And you might have had experiences in your life where you didn't recognize the intensity, or you didn't recognize the energy of what was actually happening until much later. And this is where I start to kind of bring in the topic of timelines and the illusion of time that is dropping away right now. Everything is connected. And when we are so in fear at a certain time, that is a time to be aware that something is being taken. Something is being taken from you, and it is your responsibility as a powerful being to awaken to that and make sure that that stops. And I know that that sounds counter to everything that you've heard. There is so much victim consciousness right now. And the reason why it's being fed to you that you should feel bad and that you should feel like either a victim or a perpetrator is because that feeds an energy that is how our whole system and our whole society of modern day society has been able to function and feed off of. So once we become aware and awake to our own personal responsibility to our power, that cuts off a power source to something that wants to feed off of our energy. And how you can know when this is happening, how you can recognize when this is happening, is you will feel in the pit of your stomach, you'll feel in the pit of your stomach an extreme sense of maybe nausea, an extreme sense of, I can't handle this. When you start to awaken to what's really, really, truly happening and what's really, truly transpiring in our world right now. So that's a little bit of my story. And that's a little bit of your story. And I wanted to share that because I feel that we are in a unique time on our planet. And because of this unique time on our planet, the forces that have come to our planet many, 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 many years ago that have created an energetic system where we are literally battery powered to feed a larger, we're like a cog in that machine. And the only way to unplug from that machine is to ascend. It depends on your ascension. And when you Google Ascension, the very first thing that will come up is religion, is you can only ascend through religion. And that is one of the false light energies that wants to also be fed. So there's many different ways that this energy is fed. And the only true way is to find your unique access point to source, to find your own unique ways to connect to the ley lines on the planet, to connect with a higher consciousness that is unique to your soul. There are many different soul families. There are many different energies that are here to ascend. And so there is no one way. There is no one right way, and there's no one wrong way to do this. However, we are at a time, especially with the South Node now newly into Sagittarius, we are in a 18-month time period where you will see the old philosophies, the old dogma, and the old restraints there's no other better way to say it than to suck our energy for us. You'll see those false prophets coming into stronger view. So you will see teachers, people speaking about the light, people speaking maybe even about ascension, people speaking about ways to enlighten, ways to reach new consciousness. You'll see false prophets out there in a larger way in these next 18 months. And it is for you to discern who you feel called to work with. It is for you to discern who feels authentic in their openness to see different ways. So if someone is preaching one way and one way only, that's kind of how you can start to recognize that there's maybe some false light happening. So it's very important to turn on our discernment at this time during this 18-month cycle. There will be politicians, there will be religious leaders, there will be spiritual leaders that don't talk about religion. I mean, there will be all kinds of things thrown your way in this next 18 months. And the reason why there's so many things that are catching your attention as a way to be fearful is because that is how the masses are led. When they are in a state of fear, they're easier to lead. There is a saying that says, through chaos, we will provide order. And that is a negative energy saying to control the masses. So I don't want to go into too much fear, or even when we talk about fear, when we talk about ways of controlling the masses, a lot of people get lit up in fear. And I want to remind you that that's an old way of being. That's an old program that's running, and that is what we're seeking to dismantle and seeking to unplug from. So breathe into your center as I'm talking. Anything that's not in your highest good, just allow it to go down into the earth. And remember, you are a powerful being. Remember that when we ascend and awaken to our true potential and to our true connection to our fam, which is our fam, when people say, hey fam, like when they're acknowledging you, what they're saying is, I acknowledge within you that you see this false matrix. I acknowledge within you that you are one with me in our soul family, regardless of your skin color, your language you speak, where you come from. I acknowledge that I see in you that you see this false matrix. I see that you're unplugging from the matrix. So when people say that to you, or when you hear that being said, it is not a certain color, it is not a certain cultural background. It is, I see in you that you are doing your inner work, and I am so proud of you, and I see you. So it is our responsibility at this time to face our inner pain body, because that inner pain body is where the fear can plug into. There's no greater work at this time than the inner work. And everything else in our media and our, in our external world is going to tell you the opposite, that the work is on the external, that we need to do this and we need to act now. And I will tell you that those actions of the now will fall empty if we don't do that inner work as well. We have to do both. We have to do that inner work as well as that external work. If we are just doing the external work, it is going to fall flat. It will be hyped up for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks from now, it'll drop down. This is the invitation to do the deeper inner work of looking at your inner pain body, truly, truly looking at it, acknowledging it, holding it, loving it, so that it can be set free, so that you can be set free from this false matrix, so that you can be a pillar for others and for your family. There are many people, souls, that believe that when we awaken and heal and activate, the lower level forces naturally just have to fall away. They fall away. And it can sound like too easy to believe, and therefore we must seek another answer that's external and outside of ourselves. But it is believed when we awaken and ascend and activate our full energy body, our full potential, that this other gate opens up and literally sucks out those lower level energies. So at this time, in this body, in this planet, it is more essential than ever to really trust where you're being guided, really trust what work you're being guided to do, and really trust the invitation. When you sit and you ask for an invitation for work, when you ask where you can be the most helpful, where you ask, what is the most important work that I do at this time for myself and for my family and for my community, that you listen to that inner guidance. There very well may likely come a time where, you know, we've been depending on social media to connect into others that are doing the same work. There very well likely might be a time where that goes away for a short period of time. And if you're not very well aware of your own permission, your own connection to source, it can be a very scary time, and it can lead you to the darker side of things, the isolation side of things. And I just want to remind you that every single one of you has the ability and the right. You have the right, you have the free will to tap into source, extreme awakening and light. So it is your responsibility, your power, and your right to tap into that energy. Okay, so I want to do a quick guided meditation with y'all. So if you're able and capable to get comfortable, please do so. And just start by lengthening your breath. Feel your connection below your feet to the earth, to the deep, deep energy of Mama Earth. You can imagine beautiful, strong roots going down into the core of Mama, where the richness and the fertile energy of health and well-being and nourishment and ease and stabilization come in through your legs and into your low belly. You might even want to place your hand on your low belly. You could place both hands there if you'd like, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. As you inhale, really feel your connection to the electromagnetic field of the earth, to the pulsation of the earth. Allow that energy to come in and up through the low belly. Up above your head, imagine a beautiful halo or crown that is pure positive energy from source. It connects to nothing else except pure positive source energy. It is just for you. It is unique to you. It is your chi. Let that energy pour through, this beautiful light energy. Let it come down through your crown and into your low belly, mixing with that earth energy. And as you mix that light and that earth energy in your low belly, bring your awareness to your navel and to your whole core essence. It is oftentimes where we have some pain body, some negative energies of fear and suffering, that we hold it in our belly. We often get this gut feeling that there's something not right, right? And so really breathe and let that source energy cleanse, let that earth energy stabilize and clear out any old false beliefs, any lower level energy that is not serving your highest good at this time. Just imagine a beautiful waterfall, and you're just going to let it wash down and go into the earth, clearing out with this beautiful water essence, this pure, positive essence of cleansing. Let it go down and into the earth where it will be recycled. It will be made into something more beautiful, more positive, more clean. Clean energy, right? We're just cleansing our energy. Allowing yourself to feel this more spacious energy in your low belly. And you can ask your guides and angels from highest good to just pour in this beautiful golden energy of pure, positive, expansive light into your low belly and your low back, stabilizing and supporting you as you really feel this more spacious energy, allowing yourself to feel your center. And as you feel your center, allow that centering energy to come up into your heart space. Allow yourself to feel that permission to feel safe, that permission to feel full in your heart, your worthiness, your connection to all that is, your own personal story. And allow that pure positive energy to come up into your throat, allowing yourself to drop away any stories of guilt or suppression, letting it wash down and into the earth, letting yourself feel this spaciousness to speak your truth. Letting that energy come up and into your third eye, your forehead, your face. This beautiful golden energy of stability and permission to see truth, to see through the illusion, to see through the matrix. Trust that you will be safe. Trust that you have enough power to see through the matrix. And bring that energy up to your crown. And just imagine however you want to envision your beautiful crown, your beautiful permission to be in your light on this planet, in this earth, in this body. Allow yourself to see what your crown looks like, what your highest self looks like, what your highest vision for yourself at this time looks like, what your work looks like, what your stability looks like, how you want to shine in this lifetime. And I want you to bring that energy down and into all the cells in your body, from your head, down your face, down your neck, down your spine, down your heart, into your belly again, into your hips and your legs and your feet. That permission to be fully embodied right now, to be connected to the earth, to feel that pulse from the earth, to feel your connection to pure positive Mama Earth energy at this time. Anything that keeps you from that is not for you. And so you're just going to ask it to go now. And as you're here, I want you to feel your connection to your feet. Feel your connection to your hands. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. If your eyes were closed, blink them open. And I want to thank you for being here. And I also want to invite you into a very exciting program that I'm excited to be a part of, that I was invited to share with y'all. And when I sat for meditation this morning, what was kind of given to me or asked to share with you all and with myself, because it's always new to me too, is the Stargate is this new way of accessing energy that is happening right now that we're all being asked to be distracted from, because there's so much energy and power that we individually have. And so I invite you on this journey together. You can absolutely 120% do this work on your own, in your own way. And I celebrate and encourage that. And I also love community. And I also personally need community. And so I am starting a journey August 19th. It will run for 8 weeks together. We will be doing the inner and the outer work to navigate and unplug from the matrix in ways that I cannot speak of in a short webinar, in ways that I don't personally have the funds or the means to do for free. We'll gather to do the most important work of our lifetime together. And I don't say that lightly. This work is the work. And we will borrow from so many different lineages and so many different ancient ways. Something that I'm getting annoyed with hearing is something that a lot of people that I respect and admire are saying. And they say it because they believe it. And what they say is, we've never been through anything like this. Like, never in the history of humans have we been through something like this. And it irks me to no end, because we have been through much greater and much graver time periods. However, this is the opportunity for a turning point. This is the opportunity that we've been waiting for. And we cannot ignore it. We cannot go back to sleep. We cannot just hook into our phones and hope that it's going to be okay. This is the turning point that our souls have been incarnating for and waiting for lifetimes. And so I invite you to join me in this 8-week journey together. I will be sending out an email with this recording and with an offering. And I hope that you'll consider joining me. If you want to talk with me one-on-one about this journey, you're absolutely welcome to schedule a call with me. I will not be doing, I already have taken down for new clients just like one-time healing sessions or one-time chart readings. I'm no longer offering that, because my energy is being called to work with people on a longer-term basis and with groups. So that being said, I hope you'll consider joining me. It's at the new moon in Leo. The reason I picked that new moon in Leo is because that is my birth time. So I was born at the new moon in Leo, and this new moon will be conjunct much of my sharing energy that I came in to share. So it starts August 19th. It will run for 8 weeks. We'll be doing the inner and outer work together, and I will have more for you in an email. And I will be offering early bird registration. And I also will be doing monthly payment plan, because I know that a lot of people, myself included, funds are limited in terms of what we're used to getting or what we have been kind of expecting to get, you know? So I see that and I acknowledge that, and I want to still gather, and I feel more called than ever to offer this. So that all being said, I hope you'll consider joining. I hope that you enjoyed this webinar.